After a fantastic race at Daytona, we now move to the bluegrass state known as Kentucky Motor Speedway. This is Go Fast Racing's Grand National Series, live on Bofa Broadcasting. 15 cars set to take the green here tonight. I believe it's 15 cars. Last time I checked it was 15 cars. Yeah, it's still 15 cars. Just over 3 minutes left in hard lap session. So before that begins, in qualifying, we're just gonna step away, have a bit of an ad break, and we'll be right back with some qualifying action.
I want to leap over buildings, want to fly over the shores, faster than a lightning flash, rushing through the cool night air. Oh, oh, oh. So start ignition, count to 0. I just wanna be a superhero.
Hey, what's up, guys? Scott Speed here at the iRacing headquarters. Some exciting news about the upcoming Rallycross World Championship. We've got a wild card entry, and yours truly is going to get that spot. See you guys out on the track.
And we are back here live at Kentucky Motor Speedway. Qualifying just over a minute away here, as we're going to have one hell of a race here. Just had a quick ad break there just to sort a couple of things out, but we are back here live on Bofa Broadcasting. I hope you guys are set for a good race, because these guys always put on one hell of a show. Definitely looking forward to it tonight as well. Talk about a couple of sponsors here before we go to tonight's race. And we mentioned to PC Overlays. If you want an overlay like the one you see on tonight's broadcast, then go to PC Overlays. That's Paul Zosa. You can find him on Facebook. And also, I'd be remiss if I didn't show our ever-long support for pulmonary hypertension awareness. PH Aware. Pulmonary hypertension, one of the most difficult to diagnose diseases in the medical profession. So if you want more information, or even if you want to throw out a donation, then go to phaware.global. Well, we're 10 seconds ahead, just away from qualifying. Go to our main view of the night. I'm going to get rid of the music, and we're going to go and do some qualifying, shall we? There we go, there's the music gone. Let's go and do some qualifying as we are 3, 2, 1. It's qualifying time, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Just going to wait for the first driver to make their way out on track, and that is going to be Mr. Michael Trevarthen. You see him right there. Now on track, let's see what he can do. He won last week at Daytona. Can he make it 2 in a row here tonight, as he's really getting his championship fight back on the track, back on track with the wins he's getting lately. He scored his second win last week at the fastest track on the calendar. Now Now we're back at the 1.5 mile ovals. Let's see what he can do here. Comes out of turn 2 on his first flying lap. We're going to see what the benchmark is here tonight. Comes out of turn 4. And the time will be, as he goes onto the apron, well, counted there. 31.575 there for Mr. Michael Javarthan. Other times coming in, Mark Cohen sliding in second place. Chris Etchepar into third. After Marion into fourth. Dylan Bowes going straight to the top of the timing board. So 2 Metalhead Motorsports drivers up there already. Coda McCorkle up there. Brian Littleton taking over the pole. He's been very fast in qualifying the last few races. But no surprise that he's up there this time round, over a tenth of a second faster than Jeff Schmidt, who's currently in second place. Freddie McCorkle out on track as well in the Napa Auto Parts machine. Oh, gets a bit out of shape going across the line. And not good enough to put in further up the table, further up the standings. Stephen Parks. Another man that had a good run last week. Oh, into the wall goes the one. That's going to really ruin his qualifying chances as he brings the car to a halt. That Toyota got some serious damage before this race has even begun. Riding solo here tonight.
Sound resumed.
I'll finally get TeamSpeak underway. Anyway, Dylan Bowes there, just going into pit road. Robert Hill Jr. putting his car into 4th place. Let's take a look at Tyler Cox. Where does he go? Nothing as yet, as he's on his first qualifying lap now. Into 3 and 4. John Eckert goes into 2nd place. A nicely painted Ford Mustang. Tyler Cox slots his car into 3rd. Joe Bichette into 4th. Best driver to drop put a lot of time in will be the 09er Jeff Webker as he comes out of turn 2. Big slide coming out of turn 2. Out of turn 4, let's see what he can do here. He's already into P12. So let's see what he can do on his 2nd lap. Around turn 4 and down towards the line goes the 09. Let's see what time he gets here as he crosses the line. Doesn't improve, so stays in P12. And that is going to do it for qualifying, ladies and gentlemen. You see your top 10 right there on the right hand side of your screen. Unlike last night's Somo broadcast, we are under the lights here tonight for Go Fast Racing. And it's going to be a good race here tonight. We've got no Skylar Allen here tonight. Unusual to see, but let's go through our grid regardless as we are getting ready to go to green here at Kentucky. There we go. So starting up on the pole again is Brian Littleton. He'll be joined on the front row by John Eckert. Row 2 will be Tyler Cox and Joe Bichette, the 2 teammates looking to regain some form here after last week's disaster. Row 3 will be Jeff Schmidt and Dylan Vose. Row 4 will be Robert Hill Jr. and Michael Javarthan. And row 5 will be Mark Cohen and Stephen Parks. Row 6 will be Chris Etchepar and Jeff Wilker. Row 7 will be Cody McCorkle and Austin Marion, and starting shotgun on the field will be none other than Mr. Eric Minch in the 32. Brian Littleton putting it up on the pole again. As we are getting ready to get it going here. No stages in this series, as we've already mentioned in the past. Got a long race ahead of us here tonight. We've got 134 laps here at Kentucky. Doesn't look like John Eckert is going to take the grid, or is he? That remains to be seen. Tyler Cox and Joe Bichette still not gridded up just yet. There goes Bichette, and there goes Bichette on the grid. Still no Tyler Cox or John Eckert though. There's Tyler Cox, there's John Eckert. Now we're ready to go. Engines revved up. 15 drivers set to take the green here tonight at Kentucky. And there goes the pace car. There go the rest of the field. We are underway for the pacing lap here at this 1.5 mile oval in the Bluegrass State. Down the backstretch they go. Let's see what Brian Little can do here. In the past he's qualified it on the pole, but not been able to maintain the grid slot as he's fallen a bit further back in the field. Now we've seen from last night's race that this is very tough on tracks with the abrasive surface and the high bank nature of the track. But not as high back as some people might think. Turn 4, we're just waiting for that pace car to make that hard left turn, and he does. Waiting for Brian Littleton to get him going as... Wait for it, he's holding him down. Very long time here. Green flag is out. Will he get going? And away we do go. 134 laps here in Kentucky are underway. And who can get the early advantage here? Turn 1. Actually, John Eckert is going to make his way to the point. Joe Bichette making early moves. Tyler Cox getting shuffled back at the pack there. Right behind Brian Littleton. Here comes Dylan Vose to the outside with Michael Javarkin as well. And Tyler Cox almost trying to make a three-way there. Dylan Vose up there, which is Michael Javarkin, sorry. Brian Littleton and Tyler Cox on the inside. Jeff Schmidt just sitting back behind him and seeing what's going on. We've got a bit of a battle going behind there. There's Cody McCorkle there. They're 3 wide as they go across the line. No one want to see us the Mark 2 of this race. There's Mark Cohen on the outside. He's proved that in the last 2 races in this series. Chicago, he made one hell of a run. At Daytona, he made one hell of a run. And he's doing it again here tonight. Bichette, meanwhile, has moved to the point of the field. John Eckert still in second. Brian Littleton is in third. Tyler Cox 4th, but he's under huge pressure from Michael Javarkin. Javarkin got a duck to the inside there on the 14. Not going to make it work though. Very difficult around here. Martin's still trying to work on the inside of Dylan Vose as well. Just looking right there behind him. Is he going to get him with his teammate? Oh, all 3 teammates there. Team Metalhead Motorsports. We've got turn 4 racing there, represented by Stephen Parks. He's just holding off Mark Cullen. Robert Hill Jr. Jeff Webker himself under pressure from Austin Marion. Back at the front. Go Bichette now. Did get away for a second, but John Eckert really closing him in now. That number 90 really getting the car underneath him now. Tyler Cox is now in third place. He's finally got around Brian Littleton. That's a win on the apron there, just the 14. Let Brian Littleton catch up back to him just slightly. Trevathan looks like he's in a bit of trouble there. There goes Stephen Parks to the outside of Trevathan. There comes Mark Cullen as well. Parks after cuts him under, undercuts him, sorry. Oh God, no bad word. Anyway, Mark Cullen really putting Trevathan under pressure here. This is the classic Metalhead Motorsports versus Team Overtake battle that we're used to seeing throughout the season. Joe Bichette really under pressure now by the 19 as they go through turn 3. Joe Bichette in the 41, John Eckert in the 90. Chevrolet versus Mustang here. John Eckert's painted his car like a rocket ship. He's certainly proven that tonight as he's already putting an outside move on Bichette. Can Bichette defend from this? And it looks like he can. But Eckert's going to keep him wound up on the high side. Really going to go one coming out of 4. Bichette cuts him off. As they come down towards the line, they're still side by side as they go to the line. Give that one to Bichette this time round. Eckert again still keeping that wound up on the high side. Gets a better run into 1. Does not get a better run into 2. Still side by side as they come out of 2. Here comes Tyler Cox now. Trying to catch the back of these 2. This is turning into a 3-car battle here at Kentucky. Will be a 5-car battle here. Brian Littleton and Dylan Bowes can get onto the back of these 3. There is Littleton, just holding off Dylan Bowes there. Oh, Cox into the wall. Still manages to get a decent 1 out of 2. Side by side with Eckert as they go through 3 and 4. Cox trying to get a better run, and Cox moves up to P2 now. And now we'll be looking to overtake his teammate, Joe Bichette. As they come out of 2 there, Tyler Cox really getting to the back of the 41. Put there for Tyler Cox, but still keeps it going. Really a man on a mission here tonight, really wants another win here. John Eckert now falling back into the clutches of Brian Littleton. I wonder if he's burned a bit of life off those tyres, because he's not been able to keep up with Tyler Cox since he got pounced by him. Brian Littleton himself is under a bit of pressure from Dylan Bowes. Come out of 3 and 4. Back in the path to Mark Cohen. Not really doing much at this point into P8. Got Robert Hill Jr. right behind him there in the number 5067. Chris Etcher pass right there in the 06 as well. Adam McCorkle there back in 11th. Stephen Parks has fallen back to P12. So, not sure what's going on with the 1. Austin Marion is right behind him and catching him too. So, interesting development there. Jeff Webker is back there as well in the second to last spot. And Eric Minch is back there in P32. Minch is going to make a dive to the inside there of Webker. Into turn one, it looks like Mitch is taking away P14 from Wubka. So Wubka's struggling around here tonight. Not usually a thing you'd say about Jack Wubka. Meanwhile, back at the front. Got a battle between teammates here as we've got Schmidt, Vos and Javarthan battling out for P5. Javarthan going to make an inside dive on the 61. 3 wide as we go through turns 3 and 4. Yeah, 3 and 4. Yeah, I had it right this time. Yay. Shet and Tyler Cox meanwhile have checked out at the front. They're still right together though. They did this last week at Daytona or Chicagoland. I can't remember which one. I think it was Chicagoland. There's absolutely no way they were going to check out like this at Daytona. John Eckert still under pressure from Brian Littleton. Littleton going to try and make a dive for the inside there. They are side by side as they come out of turn 4. Let's see what Littleton can do here. Drops to the apron to try and get a bit more of a run on the 90. Still side by side as they go through 1 and 2. Eckert very close to the wall there. Littleton and Eckert still side by side going through 3 and 4. Eckert looks like he's got a bit of a better run going through the last 2 corners of the track. Or goes he? Because there goes Brian Littleton. No, Littleton gets the better momentum as he goes up into P3 now. So Eckert now losing another position. 2-1 behind. A 4-car battle is shaping up here for 5th place. Top 5 spot for now. Schmidt and Vos are behind him, and look at Mark Cohen already making moves to try and get past him. And many thanks to Andrew for disliking once again. Thanks for the 3 views. Joe Bichette still leads his teammate Tyler Cox into turns 3 and 4. Tyler Cox in second. Brian Littleton still third. He's actually pulled away from John Eckert now. And Eckert is down falling into the grass. Into the clutches, I mean, of Michael Javarthan. Interesting seeing John Eckert. He was having a great run at the start, challenging for the lead, and all of a sudden he's fallen back into the bottom half of the top 5, and it looks like he's going to be coming under pressure from Michael Javarthan very soon. Further back now, Dylan Vos still battling out with Mark Cohen. Jeff Schmidt has fallen way back. He's behind Robbie Hill Jr. now, so Junior on his way up through the field. And that'll problems for Jeff Schmidt, either one. Jeff Schmidt now back down to P9, is under pressure from Chris Etchepar as they go through turns 1 and 2. Battle rages on between Robbie Hill Jr., Jeff Schmidt and Chris Etchepar. A bit further back, Cody McCorkle. He's all on his own. Aaron Lynch has also now got past Austin Marion on the 32 on a bit of a charge here now, and he's catching Conan McConnell. Good to see Eric Minch on a bit of a charge here. Not sure what's happened to Tyler Cox here. Cox is dropped into the positions. Go back and fight. Oh! Let's see as they go through 3 and 4. Or 1 and 2, sorry. Oh! Big incident there for Tyler Cox. He got it all wrong coming out of 2. Running around into the grass. Going to lose him a ton of spots here. Tyler Cox run a horrible form in this series. These last few races is continuing. He rejoins the track in P7. Back up to speed again, but he's under pressure from Robert Hill Jr. Tyler Cox looks like he's not enjoying that car right now, as he is really, really hampered by the damage on his front end. I'm going to go and say hello to the people in the Facebook chat. Still watching Tyler Cox. Overshet is all on his own in P1. 2.6 seconds to the good. More dominant rating here by the number 41. Ryan Littleton up to second. He's a good 1.3 seconds to the good over Michael Trevathan. And he's actually pulling away. Trevathan's actually got it past. Ryan Littleton is now falling back to P6. And he's under pressure of Tyler Cox now. Cox still has some speed in that car. And he's able to battle it out for 6th place with it. Side by side almost with the 19. Not going to make it work this time. John Eckert really looks like he's struggling at this point. He's taking really hard line over 3 and 4. And there goes Cox to the inside again. Cox finally gets around. Eckert. Next will be Robert Hill Jr. Eckert really falling through the field. As Robert Hill Jr. has a huge straight out. There is Trevathan. Under pressure from Dylan Vose now. Vose moves to the spot now. Looks like Trevathan might have used to pull the goodie on his tyres. As here comes Mark Curran to the outside of the 2. As we are under caution here. And Robert Hill Jr. involved in that one. So caution number 1 is out. Let's see what happened there. He blinked out for a long time. Came back, and when he came back, he was straight in the wall for the 67. And that was enough to bring out the caution here at Kentucky. So, disaster here for Robert Hill Jr. Gets it going again. I believe he's on the way again. Yes, he is. As we're going to see pit stops at this point. They're 30 laps in. They've not been down pit road yet. So while they're doing that, I'm going to step away for just a couple of minutes. And I'll be back with more racing action live on Beaufort Broadcasting.
want to leap over buildings, want to fly over the shores, faster than a lightning flash, rushing through the cool night air. So start ignition, count to zero. I just wanna be a superhero.
Hey, what's up, guys? Godspeed here at the iRacing headquarters. Some exciting news about the upcoming Rallycross World Championship. We've got a wild card entry, and yours truly is going to get that spot. See you guys out on the track.
So start ignition, count to zero. I just wanna be a
Join us live here at Kentucky. They are 2x2. They're getting ready to go racing once again. Pace car is about to make that hard left turn as they go through 3 and 4. Doboshat is your leader. Brian Littleton is second. Mark Cummins is in third. Jeff Schmidt is in fourth. Fifth is Chris Etchapar as the pace car goes off. We're getting ready to go racing again. And away we go here. Under green conditions once again, right on lap 32. Just over 100 laps to go here as Doboshat gets straight out the lead. Mark Cummins straight up to second place. They're coming up there, but Brian Littleton's going to take another stop on the outside to go through turn 2. And he makes it work. Great move there by Brian Littleton to retake that second place almost as quickly as he lost it. And here comes Cohen again to the inside. Trying to get onto him, but Brian Littleton looks like he's got the clear here. Give that one to Brian Littleton, the second place, I mean. Not to lose his first step on the road. He's checked out already. He's just holding off Dylan Vose and Michael Trevathan. Bit of a scrape on the wall there. No harm, no foul. The three-team Metalhead Motorsport machine. Fifth and sixth respectively. John Eckert is there in P7. I bet he was glad to see the caution come out considering the time where he was experiencing. Detective Partner 8, Stephen Parks up to 9th now, and off the man in 10th. Tyler Cox back on pit road. That man is just not having the luck he wants here tonight. Friday the 13th is really biting somebody, and that is the 14th of Tyler Cox, as he's been now already 2 laps down here, as there is our leader, Joe Bichette, making his way through turns 1 and 2. Brian Littleton. Come on, ATDO, work. He is just starting to get away from Mark Cohen. He's going to try and chase down Joe Bichette. Catching is one thing, passing is another, as we've said multiple times here on both. Look at the trailer cars behind Mark Cohen here. Mark Cohen still trying to get to the back of Brian Littleton, but he's got to worry about the drivers behind him. Schmidt, Vose, Trevathan and Eckert right there. Etchapar not far behind either. As there comes Vose to the inside, Jeff Schmidt. Trevathan's going to make a move as well to the inside of the 61. Eckert's going to look to go with him. Actually, Trevathan is now under pressure from Eckert. Eckert going to try the outside line on the 2. To make it through 3 and 4. Eckert got the nose out in front as they come towards the line. Give that position to Eckert as they go towards turn 1. Still a better run by the 90. Is caught onto the back of Mark Cohen now. To come down towards the line again. We're on lap 41 here. So still early in this race, still a lot more racing to be had. There's been lots of racing already. Still a streetcar battle between the 80, the 306 and the 19. Great battling going on here as they come through turns 1 and 2. I apologise if there's a lot of dead air tonight. I'm on my own tonight, so not really got anybody else to converse with here. So I do apologise for that. But anyway, Littleton still holding on to that P2. Meanwhile, starting to check out now. He's almost a second to the good over Littleton. Very glad to see them battling behind him as there goes Mark Cohen. He's going to try the outside line on Littleton. Littleton slams the door in his face. Rose is right there too. Barton managing to shake off Eckhart in the end. He's still in 6th place. Eckhart there in 7th. Etchapar just there in 8th. Stephen Parks in 9th after Marion. Just being passed over by Tyler Cox. Tyler Cox is on the freshest tyres out of everybody. And he's going to try and win his laps back the hard way. You see him right there in the 14. Still under pressure from Mark Cohen. Looks like they're starting to reel Joe Burchett back in. Taking a really high line there. He's just lost his position to his teammate Michael Trevathan. Come across the line, Trevathan now to the top 5. Staying right with him as they come through the come out of turn 4 across round the triangle across the line. The Schmidt probably doing a bit of tyre saving there. Brian Littleton still in 2nd place. He's still got Cohen. Cohen is not doing the pressure with Dylan Vokes. Vokes straight into the inside of the 306. Can Vokes take that position away from him? There he goes to the inside. Great run there by Vose. Looking for win number 2 on the season as here comes Mark Cohen back to the insider line. He crosses him over going towards turn 1 and gets the position back. Great fighting from Cohen there. Vose still not giving up either. They're still side by side as they come out of 2. Vose getting the position back now. We've only had 1 caution here tonight. That was involving Mr. Robert Hill Jr. Bit of a self-spin there involving him and his unfortunate connection issues. Vose still battling out here. Michael Travatha's going to join in on this battle too. He's right there in P5. He's managed to shake off Jeff Schmidt. He's fallen back a bit. John Eckert is now falling back into the clutches of Chris Eckert. It'll be interesting to see if Eckert can get up to him and around him. Not sure though. Parks back down the battle of his own. He's got Marion and Mitch right behind him. Oh, Marion almost getting into the wall there. You see him in the 65. Just fending off the 32 of Eric Minch. These 3 all together here. This is a battle for P9 actually, so it's good battling for top 10 positions here. Eric Minch is right in the thick of it too, so don't discount him there as he moves to the inside of Marion again, coming out of turn 2. Not going to make the move stick this time as he falls back in behind the 65. Cohen meanwhile, moving to the inside of Dylan Vose, and missing this battle, almost missed this battle. As there goes Cohen to the inside. Wants that 3rd place back. He's not going to have it all his own way. There goes Vose to the outside, very close to come out to. They're going to be 3 wide as they go towards turn 3. They both pass. Travatha passes Cohen. He's going to get a 2 for 1 here. Travatha's going to move up to 3rd. But the inside man comes outside in front of them. Side by side with his teammate. They come towards the line. Mark Cohen's not going to give it up either. He's right there. Travatha's still stuck to that bottom line there, trying to get past his teammate. And they're still side by side. Travatha's going to give it up this time, and here comes Cohen to the outside of Travatha. And we knew this battle was pulling a couple of laps now, and it's coming to, it's getting to its peak right now. And Travatha cuts off the nose of Mark Cohen. Travatha's still holding on to that 4th place, but only just. But the vote started to get away slightly there from the 2 and the 306. Further up the field, Brian Lupton has got away from those guys and is actually trying to catch Joe Bichette. Joe Bichette is a second to the good over the 18. As he comes across the line to begin lap 55 now of 134. We've got 80 laps remaining here at Kentucky. Bichette has been in control of this race. He's led 53 of the 55 so far. Going to lead 54 as he comes out of turn 4. And it looks like Robert Hill Jr. is bringing in pit side. Not going to matter to Joe Bichette as he's still leading this piece. Dylan Vose though, still under pressure from Michael Travatha. What these two need to do is try and work together maybe and try and get up to Brian Littleton. Doesn't seem to be the case so far as they're coming almost side by side as they come out of 2. Parks meanwhile is in pit road. I'm wondering if green flag pit stops are going to be underway very soon As that is the first man to blink here. He's in pit road. He's going to get some right sides. He's going to get some left sides. Yes, he is. So he's coming for a scheduled stop here. And that might be the catalyst here for someone to, well, to get green flag pit stops underway. And one man that'll be crying out for green flag pit stops will be this man, John Eckert. Really struggling now in the long run. And the short run is very good, but in the long run he seems to drop back quite a bit. And here comes Tyler Cox again. Trying to fight for his laps back the hard way. He's just got past Chris Etchepart. Now he's going to be looking to get around John Eckert. Get a lap back off him too. Milton. He's actually started closing in on Joe Bichette now. He's got that gap to under a second between him and the 41. Watch for some decent battle in between those two, but Dylan Vaux still battling out with his teammate Michael Javarthan for that third spot. Javarthan going to try and take a look on the inside towards turn 3, going to slightly right behind him, not going to make a dive bomb this time round. It is his teammates who's going to take that into consideration. Mark Cullen just sitting back there in P5. I've got Cody McCorkle in pit road now. Just gone a lap down. Cautiously goes through pit box. This battle still wages on between the 19 and the 2. At the back, John Eckert still holding off Tyler Cox. And Eckert looks like he's got around Jeff Schmidt as well, so taking advantage of Tyler Cox being there. And Chris Etchepart is onto the back of the 61 as well now, so looks like Schmidt's starting to struggle on the long runs here too. As Tyler Cox now gets the inside run on Eckert. Question is Jeff Schmidt going to try and go with him? The answer is yes, as Chris Etchepart's right there as well. Got Schmidt on the inside of Eckert. Etchepart right there, he's trying to decide which line he wants to take to go into turn 1. Schmidt's going to try and overtake Tyler Cox as well. Too much on his tyres there as he has to back out of it. Got a bit tight as Eckert gets into the wall as well. But that's going to help Schmidt. And Etchepart through as Etchepart dives to the inside of Schmidt. Just as I say that. 06 really putting the 61 under pressure now as they come out of turn 4. Not going to make it stick this time as Etchepart has to settle for P7 at this point. Pit stop's pretty much underway here. I assume the leaders will be coming in soon. Hill Jr. looks like he's done for the night. He's been in pit road for over 4 minutes. So, huge problems there for the 67. Starting with the connection issues that brought out the one and only caution we've had here tonight. But Chris Etchepart actually backing off Jeff Schmidt now. He's in the petrol of John Eckert now. Further on the field, we've got Dylan Vaux there, still battling with Michael Javarthan. Across the line to go. Vaux still holding on to that third spot. Javarthan still in 4th. Javarthan going to try and take a look on the inside as they come out of turn 2. Not going to make any drastic moves this time. Still stays behind the 19. Actually, I just want to say that Etchepart's actually caught onto the back of Jeff Schmidt again. He's actually going to try and make a move as they come towards the line. Etchapart's going to go to the apron. No, he's not. But it's side by side with the 61 as they go through towards turn 1. Is Etchapart finally going to take away that position from Schmidt as they go through turns 1 and 2? There they come out of 2 now. Still side by side. Etchapart with the slide nose out in front, but Schmidt got a better run on the outside as they go towards turn 3. Etchapart getting a much better run. Slides on the track. Little let slide job on Jeff Schmidt, and Etchapart moves up to P6 now. As John Ecker is in pit road, he's behind the wall. No, it's not behind the wall, he's in pit road though. First of the leaders, the blink here. Let's see what he can do here. The overshoots his pit box, not going to be good for a pit stop here. Aaron Minchin now in pit road. The green flag pit stops are underway right now. 14.8 for John Eckert as he makes his way out of pit road. Actually got passed by Stephen Parks there, so Parks gaining a position from that pit stop. Aaron Minchin his pit box now, gets in very safely, very nicely. So for the 32, see what he gets. As Jeff Schmidt is the next one to bring it down. Eric Minch gets out in 16 seconds, not the fastest pit stop. He gets those tyres and fuel very nicely. So Eric Minch, Jeff Schmidt in pit road now. Joe Bichette meanwhile, his gap has dropped to 0.7 of a second between him and Brian Lutton. You see him right there in the picture. Both of them right there actually. On the backstretch, the gap is getting smaller between Bichette and Littleton. I wonder if Bichette's used the goodie off his tyres. As Jeff Woodker is in pit road now. Gets in his pit box okay, but the battle is brewing between the 41 and the 80. Mark Cohen in pit road now, so first of the top 5 to pit now. Question is, when will this man bring it down pit road? When will this man bring it down pit road? As here comes Bichette. Bichette's in pit road now. The leader has blinked now. So Bichette down in pit road. The man to watch is going to be Brian Littleton. Will he bring it down pit road this time round? Mark Cohen getting a 15.5 on that pit stop. Comes back out in P7. But Brian Littleton actually staying out, so I'm going to try and run a couple of laps here. He's got no drafting help around here though. 14.2 for Joe Bichette, as Joe Bichette now makes his way out of pit road, crosses that yellow line. Now he can get back up to speed. Got to stay below that yellow line now. You see that just to his right. He can't cross that until he passes the blue cone, which you'll see in just a second. There it is on top of the wall, which is a very strange place to put a cone. There goes Joe Bichette's teammate Tyler Cox to the outside. Tyler Cox getting a lap back off the 41 or so, we think, because there goes Bichette to the inside. Takes it back again. Brian Littleton is now in pit road. But let's see what he can do here to try and get back out in the lead. Austin Marion bringing it down pit road as well now. We've got to keep focused in on the 80 here. This is the battle for the lead right here. But in his pit box, he gets in there nice and fine. Right side tyres going on. Let's keep an eye on Joe Bichette now. Littleton's getting up to speed. But looks like Berchet's going to retake the lead, and he does. Michael Trevathan's in pit road now. Dylan Vose is in. Kyle Lecoq is in. Albeit two laps down. Chris Etchapar is in too. The Team Metalhead staying out much longer than everybody else. There goes Berchet though, out of turn 4. Retakes the lead. He is 3.6 seconds to the go over John Ecker, who's there in second place. One of the first drivers to pit though. So he is going to be on much older tyres, and that's Brian Littleton just steaming up behind him. Watch for Brian Littleton to make a pass on him on either the inside or the outside as he come out of turn 4. But Joe Berchet retakes the lead. He's led 70 laps here at Kentucky. So Berchet going to work on Ecker, but I can't think this is going to be too hard for the 80. As there goes Littleton to the inside of the 90. Yeah, and Brian Littleton makes it just look just that easy. 2 lap-old tyres versus 9 lap-old tyres. And that is the difference there, ladies and gentlemen. As Littleton now back up to P2, but he's got a 4.1 second deficit to make up if he wants to get up to the back of Joe Berchet. Berchet is on dominant form here tonight, so it's going to be very, very difficult to catch. Mark Cohen up to P4 now. Dylan Vose, one of the biggest losers in the pit stops is because he stayed out that extra time. He's under pressure from Jeff Woodker. Now Woodker has been on the back foot for most of the race. He's been running in the latter half of the field, but he's back up there in the top 10, doing really well. 2.5 seconds ahead of Eric Minch. So good running there now for Woodker as he makes his way to turns 3 and 1 and 2. We'll get it right actually. The biggest loser out of all this is Chris Etchapar. He is back down in P11. He was running up towards the top 5 before. Really lost out in the pit stops. He's back down there outside the top 10 now. Cody McCorkle back in pit road. Not sure what that's about. As he's put his car... No, I thought he put his car behind the wall there. John Berchet is your man out in front right now. 3.8 seconds to the good over Brian Littleton. So Littleton has gained some time over the 41. And already Brian Littleton is 2.1 seconds ahead of John Ecker, is now under pressure from Mark Cohen, who fancies a chance of getting up to the top 3. Cohen to the inside there of the 19. There's Jeff Schmidt, but there is Cohen. Cohen up to P3 now. Good run there by the 306. And Trevathan back there in P6. He's got Dylan Vose, the company right behind him. So in these pit stops, Trevathan has actually leapfrogged the 19 in the pit stops. It must have been a great pit stop there for Trevathan. Even though Trevathan was in his pit box slightly longer than Vose. He still managed to get out in front. Jeff Woodker back there, P8, as I've already mentioned. Eric Minch, fantastic P9 for him. Looking for another top 10 here at Kentucky. He got a top 10 last week at Daytona. Chris Etchapar now back in the top 10 after Stephen Parks looks like he fell back a bit. Kyle Lecoq still 2 laps down and in P13. Cody McCorkle's still not going anywhere. count, 5 laps down. Eckert has fallen back into the clutches of Marco Javart and Eckert. Not sure what is going on with 90, but he gets these short runs and then all of a sudden just falls backwards, and has proven it here again tonight. On this one, sorry, after the pit stop. And there goes Javart to the inside. Burrows almost gets into the back of him. There goes the 19, finally gets around the 90. Next up to pass Eckert will be Schmidt. Question is, how easily can Schmidt get around Eckert? Because Eckert's not easy to pass, even though he's not the fastest out there. The NASA rocket ship not really performing well. There tonight. That's why these guys are just getting rubbered in. We are going to step away for just a second here. For a quick commercial break, but we'll be back in just a couple of moments.
You want to race in NASCAR. The road starts here. Introducing the eNASCAR Ignite Series powered by iRacing. This is the gateway for all aspiring 13 to 16-year-olds. Starting June 20th, ignite your dreams of one day racing in the top tiers of NASCAR. Go to www.iracing.com/ignite for full details.
I want to leap over buildings, want to fly over the shores, faster than a lightning flash, rushing through the cool night air. Oh, oh, oh. So start ignition, count to 0. I just wanna be a superhero.
Hey, what's up, guys? Godspeed here at the iRacing headquarters. Some exciting news about the upcoming Rallycross World Championship. They've got a wild card entry, and yours truly is going to get that spot. See you guys out on the track.
Speed join us live here at Kentucky Motor Speedway after a short commercial break here. Joe Burchett still leads this thing as we are on lap 93 of 134. Now, I was notified that my voice was a bit quiet earlier in the broadcast, so I hope it's a bit better now. That is your man out in front right now. Mr. Joe Burchett is led 87 laps of this event, about to lead 88 here. As Brian Middleton still driving his heart out. He has now got the gap down between him and the 41 to 2.2 seconds. So really, really flying around the track here. Still got 11 drivers back on the lead lap. Austin Marion is the last man on that lead lap. Back in P11. It looks like he's bringing the pit side, and he is. So Austin Marion, the first people on the lead lap to blink for tyres and fuel. Mark Cohen, Michael Gibraltar and Dylan Vose, though, they're having a nice little battle for third place. And there goes Travata to the inside of the 306. These three have been battling all race so far tonight. Look at Travata cut off the nose of Cohen as they go into turn one. Wow, that was a bit of a interesting move there, but a good move nevertheless. Inside again goes, inside of Cohen goes Dylan Vose now. Aaron Minch now down pit road, so we've got some people taking it down pit road. We've got a green flag pit stops underway once again. And Vose taking away the position from Cohen. Brian Littleton, meanwhile, has got the gap now down to 2 seconds. He is eating into the gap between him and Joe Burchett. There goes Austin Marion to the inside on those pressure tyres. Eric Minch there just coming out of pit road. Just behind, I believe, no, just ahead of Joe Burchett. So Joe Burchett there in the lead, but he's got a very fast moving Brian Littleton catching up to him. Trevathan is now in third place. Dylan Vose is in fourth. Mark Cohen is in fifth. Jeff Schmidt 3.7 seconds back in sixth place, and actually being caught by Jeff Webker now. That is Tyler Cox on the inside. He's not on the lead lap. If you're just joining us, Tyler Cox involved in an incident earlier in the race, hitting the wall and spinning out. That's why he is now 2 laps down, and he's fighting the lead lap cars, trying to get his lap back the hard way, but not going all his own way. As you can see right there, Jeff Schmidt able to drive away from the 14. As you can see there at the top of your screen, Joe Burchett has been absolutely dominating this race here tonight. He has led 93 laps, soon to be 94. Green flag pit stops are inbound, as well as we are going to be starting lap 100 of 134 here. And it's no surprise that there's only been one caution here tonight. Last time we went to 1.5 mile oval track, that was at Chicagoland a couple of weeks ago, and they went caution free for the whole race, so no surprise that they're caution free here again tonight. Almost caution free. Only 2 drivers behind the wall, that is Stephen Parks and Cody McCorkle. Stephen Parks, the most recent retiree. These two have been battling all race, it's safe to say. I wouldn't say battling, but working together. 2 on the 19. Michael Travata and Dylan Vose, both driving for Team Metalhead Motorsports. Both working together. It seems to be working. They're both in the top 5, and they're both. Only one of them is in the top 3. But they are so far behind Burchett and Littleton is unreal. 8 seconds the gap between the 2 and the 80. Unfortunate there is Jeff Schmidt. Brings it down pit road, so we've got more green flag pit stops underway here. Here is the 61 in now. Back to Dylan Vose and Michael Trevathan. Vose is going to try the inside line on Trevathan to come out of turn 4. Not going to try and take the position away. I believe Vose pushed Trevathan to the win last week, though I think Michael kind of owes him one tonight. So Jeff Schmidt is down and away. He is back out on track. Oh, he's not down and away. He's on pit road though. Could be down and away now. Still not down and away. There he goes. 50.6 is time in pit in the pit box. John Eckert and Chris Etchepart, they've been in the battle for quite a few laps now. Quite a number of laps actually. That is Eckert in the 90, that is Etchepart in the 06. Fighting it out for honours. Fighting it out for 7th place. Eckert has it. Etchepart wants it. And we've got another one bringing the pit side. Littleton's in already. The Littleton jumping first out of the top 2. Tyler Cox is in pit road as well. Brian Littleton is going to try. I'm not sure if he's going to try and get the jump on Joe Bichette or not, but here comes Joe Bichette anyway. Bichette is in pit road. Littleton is down and away. And it looks like Tyler Cox has just brought it in and parked it. Let's go back and get confirmation of that. Brought it to his pit box. Says, yeah, I'm calling it a night, guys. And he puts it behind the wall. So, unfortunate there for Tyler Cox. The man out in front, though, right now is Mr. Dylan Vose. He's decided to stay out after Michael Trevathan just brought it pit side. Joe Bichette is back out and away. He's just coming out of pit road now. Question is, what is Brian Littleton going to do here? He's just coming out of turn 2. And he's way behind Bichette. As he's just coming past Dylan Vose now. Get back on the lead lap. The gap now between Littleton and Bichette is 3.2 seconds. But Littleton lost a bit of time to Bichette in the pit stops. Bichette got a much better pit stop than Littleton did. Bichette had 14.3 in this box, whereas Littleton got a 15.2. Dylan Vose now decides to bring a pit side. He is in his box right now. John Eckert now in pit road. He is just about to enter his box now. That is going to promote Bichette back to lead, and it does, but Brian Littleton back up to 2nd place, and he goes there as well. Dylan Vose just leaving pit road. That's going to promote Trevathan back up to 3rd. And he's going to come back way ahead of Dylan Vose now. And even Mark Cohen's actually passed Dylan Vose in the pit stops as well. Eric Minch has come out just behind Dylan Vose. So Minch has gained a lot of positions in those pit stops. He's actually managed to get around John Eckert, Chris Etchepart, Jeff Wubka, and Jeff Schmidt. The man out in front right now is Joe Bichette. That came out weird, I don't know why. 25 laps to go here at Kentucky. This man has absolutely dominated proceedings here tonight. He's led 101 laps here. Well over half of the race. Nobody's even touched him since the first green flag pit stops. And why would they? He's just been on absolute fire here tonight. Brian Littleton doing all he can to try and get to the back of the 41. Managed to get the time down below 3 seconds now, so he is flying. The only disadvantage for Littleton now is that he's on older tyres than Bichette now, so he might be in a bit of trouble here. He might just have to settle for second place. He's already 8.3 seconds to the good over Michael Trevathan. In front of Trevathan there is Robert Hill Jr. Had a terrible race here tonight. He's 23 laps down. Really struggling in that number 67 after having connection issues and bringing out the one and only caution here tonight. But he's still running, keeping his foot in it. He's not last. Cody McCorkle is going to get that dishonour. As Robert Hill Jr. gained the place on him. And he will get positions back. He will get a position back off Stephen Parks as well. And possibly Tyler Cox as well if he keeps it going. Here comes Mark Cohen though to the inside of Hill Jr. Cohen having another great run here tonight, but would love to get back up to that third spot again. But in only his third race we've seen him here this season. 3 races in a row he's finished in the top 5. He's going to finish in the top 5 if he keeps it on the track. A great run there by the 306. But he's got Dylan Vose right behind him. Bo's not afraid to have a bit of a scrap as he's getting ever closer to the 306 now. Gap between Vose and Cohen is just 0.4 of a second, so this is a battle brewing here for the 4th spot in this race. And a turn 4 they come towards the line. 20 laps to go here at Kentucky. And here we go. Here's the battle commencing right now. Dylan Vose is right on the back of Cohen now as they come down the backstretch. Is Vose going to dive it in? He does. He tries to dive it in, has to back out of it. He almost got into the back of Cohen there. Cohen just holding on for dear life. Come out of turn 2. Cohen a bit of a slide there as they came out of 2. What can Dylan Vose do here as he finally gets a run on the inside of 306. Can he get the position away? They're very close to banging doors there as they come towards the line. Advantage Vose as they cross the line. Can he hold on to the position? He does. Great passing there for Vose. Vose now up to the top 4. Cohen in the top 5 still, but is 7.8 seconds to the good over John Eckert, who in turn has just passed Eric Minch for P6. Attention power back there. He's in a bit of a battle himself with Jeff Woodcock. Number 17 laps to go here. Still 9 drivers left on the lead lap. Austin Marion and Jeff Schmidt, the first car's one lap down. And you've got Robert Hill, the last driver running. There, he's just coming into pit road now, and he's 24 laps down. Seems to be 25. Mark Cohen is actually falling off the back of the 19 of Dylan Vose right now. Not able to do anything about the 19 right now. Dylan Vose has got 3.1 seconds to make up if he wants to get back up to the back of Michael Trevathan. He's there in third place, all on his own right now. He's actually closing up. He's actually closing the gap between him and Brian Littleton, but not by much. As Littleton seems to be just cruising right now. It looks like he might have just settled for second place. As with 15 laps to go here, 14 laps to go make that. Cobra Shepherd has control of the race completely here tonight. Turns 3 and 4. Goes Burchett. 13 laps about to be. And there he goes, across the line. Not really any battles to speak of apart from the one between Eric Minch and Chris Etchepart. Minch almost in the wall. Jeff Wilkins there too, so this is a 3-car battle here for 7th place. Etchepart's going to dive it to the inside, but Minch is on 26 lap holder tyres. So he's got no speed in those boots underneath his car. Etchepart taking away 7th place. It looks like Wilkins going to try and take away 8th place from him. To the inside goes to 09. And Minch has no choice but to give it up as there goes the Wubka into 8th place. No such dramas there, but now can Wubka get up to the back of Etchepart and get the 7th place. They've both been on the same tyres for the same amount of laps, so they are on equal terms here. It's a question of who's the fastest between the 06 and the 09. Looks like Wubka for the moment, because Wubka is really closing in on Etchepart right now. It's a bit of a wider line coming out of 2. Etchepart's no slouch either. He can hold on to that position if he wants to. Definitely doing a good job with it right now as they come across the line. And Wubka going to try the outside line on Etchepart. Not sure if that's going to work as Etchepart gets a better run on the exit of 2. Blocks off the 09 as he comes down the backstretch. Still battling it out here. Wubka is going to try the outside line again as he comes through 3 and 4. He thinks better of it. Is he going to cross him over coming towards the line? No, Etchepart's got that covered. Ten laps to go here, 9 laps to go here at Kentucky. And it's pretty academic at this point, unless the wheels fall off it or unless there's a caution. Beaubichette has pretty much got this race to lose. Littleton in 2nd, Trevathan in 3rd, Vose in 4th, Cohen in 5th, 6th is John Eckert, 7th is Chris Etchepart, but is under pressure from Jeff Wubka in 8th, Eric Minch is 9th, 10th is Austin Marion, 1 lap down. 11th is Jeff Schmidt, also 1 lap down and under pressure from Michael Trevathan, who's trying to put him a lap down also. And last car running is Robert Hill Jr. And he's under pressure from Mark Cohen. Mark Cohen's going to put him another lap down. There is the 306 all on his own now. 2.5 seconds behind Dylan Vose, but is 7 seconds ahead of John Eckert now, so not under any pressure right now. Meanwhile, the battle between Etchepart and Wubka still rages on, and Wubka's going to try the outside line there. as they go towards turn 3. Very close to each other as they go into the corner. Wubka going to try the high line there. Etchepal got the run on the inside though. And Etchepal's still going to hold on to that position. A nice battle here between the 06 and the 09. They're very close, nose to tail as they go through 1 and 2. Joe Bichette is not far behind them. And he'll be looking to put them a lap down before this race is done. And there goes Wubka to the inside. Is he going to dive it in? No, he's not. He's going to stay behind him. It looks like Etchepal's actually going to stretch his legs over Jeff Wubka. And we're now going to be 5 laps to go as there he goes across the line. The man that's controlled this race for 121 laps. He's led almost every lap in this race tonight. Absolute dominance here by the 41. Brian Littleton there in second place. He's 3 seconds back, but not gaining any time on the 41. And still, this battle goes on between Etchepal and Wubka. And this is the only battle out on track right now, so I apologise for going back to this battle, but this is how it is right now. They're very close in this battle. Wubka going to try the inside line as they go into turns 3 and 4. Is he finally going to get that position away from the 06? He's not. Etchepal's going to hold on. Wubka's going to fall back and regroup. Is he going to try and catch him with pretty much 3 laps to go here? And there it is. Bichette just got the line. 3 laps to go here. Oh no! Wubka's in the wall. That's going to end the fight right there. So Wubka pushing a bit too hard to try and get to the back of the 06. Got into the wall. You can see the damage on the right front fender of his car. That's nicely rolled up there, and that's going to win the battle right now. But Joe Bichette going to come across the line. The popsicle sticks are out now for the 41. All he's got to do is just cruise it to the end now. 2 more circulations to go for the 41. And he's driven an absolute masterclass here tonight, and all he's got to do is cruise it to the end. Coming up to the back of Eric Minch here as he goes down the back stretch. There is Brian Littleton in the back end of his shot. 3 and 4. White flag this time round as he comes towards the line. So 1 more lap to go here at Kentucky. White flag is out. As I've already mentioned, Joe Bichette has driven an absolute masterclass here tonight. Dominated the race, and at the end of this lap he's going to have led 126 laps of this 134 lap event. Into turn 3 now. 1 final time. Into turn 4. 1 final time. Joe Bichette has dominated this race, and he will win here at Kentucky. Absolute domination here by the 41. Brian Littleton going to cross the line for 2nd place. Michael Javartha just coming out of turn 3 there. He's going to cross the line for 3rd and complete the podium. Dylan Vose there is going to come across the line for 4th. Mark Cohen, another great top 5 here by the 306. John Eckert coming home in the end for 6th place. Chris Etchepal is in 7th. Jeff Wubka in 8th. 9th, another top 10 for that man again, is Eric Minch. Jeff Schmidt in 10th as he immediately takes it down the escape route. Austin Marin is in 11th, and Robert Hill Jr. coming home for P12. That man right now, that's your man. That is the winner here at Kentucky. So we're going to get interviews underway very soon. We're just going to step away for a commercial break for a second. We'll be right back.
You want to race in NASCAR. The road starts here. Introducing the eNASCAR at Night Series powered by iRacing. This is the gateway for all aspiring 13 to 16-year-olds. Starting June 20th, ignite your dreams of one day racing in the top tiers of NASCAR. Go to www.iracing.com/ignite for full details.
Andy joining us back here at Kentucky Motor Speedway. That man you see on the screen absolutely dominated proceedings here tonight at Kentucky. And we're going to get some interviews underway straight away as we are going to bring in our third place finisher, Mr. Michael Trevarthen, wherever he may be. Oh, yeah. There he is. And joining me in the booth is our third place finisher, Mr. Mike Trevarthen. Mike, a podium here tonight, but having some battles there later on in the top five. Just talk us through that and how did your race go here tonight?
Yeah, car was wicked tight. Yeah, Joe and Brian, a couple rocket ships out there, man. We had nothing for them. Hats off to them. But yeah, between myself and my teammate Dylan and Mark Coyne, there were pretty much some good battle in there, back and forth, the three wide. If you got yourself caught on the bottom, you could definitely, start backpedaling. So kind of wanted to keep it wound up towards the middle to the top. So yeah, great night though. Can't complain about a podium. Like I said, especially finishing third to Joe and Brian. Like I said, hats off to them for a hell of a run.
Absolutely. And just going back to that battle you were having with Bose and Cohen, you seem to really enjoy. It looked like you were really enjoying those battles because you were going backwards and forwards with your own teammate as well, and just really just getting into it with them and not afraid to race close to your teammate there. Is that the case?
Yeah, I mean, me and Dylan give each other a lot of room, a lot of respect there. It got a little hairy a couple times there. He was obviously better in 1 and 2. I was better in 3 and 4. So talk about running some really close lap times. It made it hard for me to get around him and vice versa. So, well, like I said, that's just typical me and Dylan Vos, as far as teammates. Good hard racing, good clean racing. Every once in a while, we'll, maybe swap a little bit of paint here and there, but no harm, no foul. Nice finish for the team. And, yeah, hats off.
Yeah, I mean, three of your Metalhead Motorsport drivers in the top 10 with Eric Minch finishing 9th. I mean, you got to be pretty proud of that result, right?
Yeah, most definitely. Obviously, a good points night. Obviously, Burchett about 13 to 15 points out in the lead. Trying to chip away at that. It's not helping when he picks up the win. Those bonus points are, they start, I'm start going to backwards on there. But, it only takes a bad race or two or an accident here and there, and we're right back in the thick of it. So, like I said, good points night either way, and, yeah, great race.
Okay, Mike. Well, next week we head to New Hampshire. Give us your thoughts on that track and just let us know what you got for these guys next week.
Yeah, like I said, we're pretty quick everywhere we go. It just something about the flat track seemed to be my Achilles heel, kryptonite per se. So, like I said, we'll see how it goes on there. I know we've got a couple wins out of there. I've got some really terrible finishes out of there. So, kind of a crapshoot at this point. Not sure what it is about the flat tracks, but hopefully we can pull off a good finish there and try to stay competitive in the points.
Absolutely. Well, Mike, congratulations on the third place here tonight. Is there anybody you'd like to give a shout out for tonight's result?
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to you guys in the booth. Like I said, you guys do an awesome job. And give a shout out to my teammates, Metalhead Motorsports, Skylar Allen, and the admins at Go Fast. I'm sorry Skylar couldn't be here with us tonight, but like I said, just a great group of guys to race with. And then hats off to Joe for the win.
Well, congratulations one more time, Mike, and we will see you next week at New Hampshire.
All right, brother. Have a good night.
And that was our third place finisher, Mr. Mike Trevarthen. Gonna grab a word with our second place finisher now, Mr. Brian Littleton. Brian, you were the only one that could try and keep up with Joe Bichette tonight, but just coming up short there. But still got to be pleased with the second place. Is that the right assessment?
Absolutely. Honestly, it's the best finish I think I've had all season, so that's kind of a win for me. Anytime you can, as far as I'm concerned, run up in the top 5 with the group of guys we got in this league, that's a good finish.
Absolutely, and you started on the pole here tonight as well, so an extra bonus point here for you tonight. But yeah, it definitely had the legs on everybody else, but Joe Bichette was just on another planet tonight. Was that how it felt out on the track for you?
You know, it did. There were times where I felt like I could keep up with him for a little while, and then about the middle of the run, he would start to gap me a little bit, and then it would seem like I don't know if I was catching him or whether he was just slowing it down a little bit, trying to save his stuff. But it seemed like I'd make up a little bit on him, but nowhere near enough to do anything with him. So obviously he was the class of the field tonight. Congrats to him for sure. Because I honestly don't think even if I did catch him, I don't know how I would have ever gotten around him.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on the second place finish. And I've broadcasted a lot of these races this season, so yeah, I can pretty much say that was your best result this season. But you're doing all right in qualifying, though. I think that's your third pole in 4 races, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. I don't even really know where I found. I think those wind up being faster than my practice laps. I don't even really know where they come from, to be honest with you.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations again. And looking ahead to next week, we head to New Hampshire. Just give your thoughts on that track. And what can you do there?
You know what? For me, that New Hampshire, I struggle at. I've got some good finishes in other leagues there. I imagine with this group, it's going to be tough to get those good finishes. Just not real strong there for some reason. I'm going to have to go and do some practicing and see if I can't find something. Being pretty much a single car, no team or nothing, it's difficult to bang heads together with somebody else and try and figure something out. So I'll have to see what I can do.
Absolutely, and we look forward to that. Anyway, is there anybody you'd like to give a shout out for tonight's result?
Well, definitely shout out to Joe. Congrats on the win. Thanks to you guys and what you do. I honestly look forward to listening to the broadcast. Usually I listen to them at work the next day, so looking forward to listening to it tomorrow. Shout out to my wife and my son for putting up with the amount of time I spend on this thing, man. If it wasn't for them, there's no way I'd be doing this. The admins, league admins, Skylar, all these guys here are great. Couldn't really ask for a better group. Thankful to be a part of it, and that we can continue on. Without them, we wouldn't be doing this. So definitely lots of fun with these guys.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations one more time, Brian. Great finish there for you tonight, and yeah, we'll definitely see you next week in New Hampshire.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
That was our second place finisher, Mr. Brian Littleton. Now let's bring down the man of the hour, Mr. Joe Bichette. Absolute dominance here tonight, Joe. Led 126 laps. That's 8 laps short of leading the whole damn race. How do you feel about that one?
Felt pretty good tonight. Seemed like Tyler there got into a little incident there, I think, with the wall early in the race, and kind of ended his night, unfortunately, which kind of sucked for the team. We were hoping to try to go possibly 1, 2, 3 with Mark Cohn, but just luckily I was able to keep it at defense, keep it up front. I think Brian definitely, if he could have gotten close enough to me, it would have been one heck of a race there towards the end. He definitely was the only one I felt that on the longer runs could catch me. If we'd have had a little bit bigger fuel tank to where we could run a little bit longer, I think in between those pit stops, he probably would have caught me there a couple times. I mean, hats off to him. Definitely, yeah, he made me earn this one.
Absolutely. It didn't look like that, though, with the amount of laps you led. I mean, after Tyler dropped out again, it just looked like pretty much plain sailing for you tonight. I mean, it looks like you played the strategy perfect in the pit stops and managed to extend the gap over Brian, but it just looked really easy for you tonight. Is that the right assessment?
Not, to be honest, not really. I'm not the biggest fan of Kentucky. I did a couple races here this week to kind of get a little bit more familiar with the track, but pretty much just kind of came in and studied a little bit in practice, watched a couple guys' lines around here on the longer run, and just kind of winged it. And fortunately, it started coming to me about midway through that first run, and luckily the bottom lane was still hanging around for most of the race. I think if we'd have had to move up to the high lane, that probably would have been my nemesis. But fortunately, with the way the pit stops worked out, and Mark definitely called the right strategy there for us on the pit stops, and he's able to help me stay out front. So definitely a hats off to him strategy wise, and great to see him also bring home I think another top 5 for the team. And just not the biggest fan of this place, but if I can pick up a win here, just pick up a win anywhere right now in this Go Fast Grand National Series, just to bolster the point lead a little bit, and you just kind of rack up those bonus points heading into the chase.
Absolutely. I mean, if this is a track you don't like, just give us your thoughts on the next track we go to next week, and that's New Hampshire. Just give us your thoughts on that one and what you think you can do there.
I usually run pretty well at New Hampshire. I like the place. Definitely depends on if Tyler's able to get his woes back on track, where he's not dropping out of the races for unforeseen events. I definitely think that's his home track for these 3 National Series cars. So you'll see him probably up front as the dominant car, but hopefully we can stay up there, stay with him, possibly steal the win from him. I think he's definitely going to be your car to beat next week. But it's New Hampshire's a fun track. I like the flat tracks, so it should be fun.
Absolutely, we look forward to getting back to some short track racing next week. But anyway, Joe, congratulations on the dominant win here tonight. Does anybody like to thank or give a shout out for your result tonight?
I just want to thank all the guys over at Overtake Motorsports. Definitely, one classy organization. Special shout out to Mark, kind of for helping me a little bit through that race with kind of working on the pit strategy and just letting me know where some of the other contenders were behind me. Thank everybody over at Swamp Dust Seasoning for all that they do for me. Thank you guys for doing the broadcast week in and week out. If it weren't for y'all, we wouldn't be shown to the masses. Thank Skylar and all the admins for taking the time and putting all the effort into running this league and keeping it up week in, week out. Fortunately, Skylar wasn't here with us tonight, so hopefully he'll be able to make it back next week. And just everybody that runs in the league, everybody puts on the show. All these guys in this league are fast. I think it showed it tonight. There was plenty of different people towards the front. Wasn't just all the same guys normally. I think you saw it with Brian and Mark, and a couple other guys that kind of worked their way up that are always up there. So just hats off to everybody.
Absolutely, Joe. Well, congratulations one more time. Your winner here at Kentucky Motor Speedway. And Joe, yeah, we'll see you next week at New Hampshire, and we'll see what you can do there.
All right, thank you.
As that was our winner, and yeah, he's definitely our Beaufort driver of the night here tonight, Mr. Joe Burchett, put an absolute masterclass on here tonight. And yeah, that is going to do it here tonight at Kentucky, as we are going to step away here for one more night anyway. So 134 laps in the books here at Kentucky, and absolute domination by Joe Bichette. Led 126 laps here tonight, despite starting in P4. The pole sitter Brian Littleton came home in second. Let's go through the results here while we're here. I forgot about that. So bringing home the win with a leader of 126 laps of Joe Bichette. Second is Brian Littleton. Third, running out the podium, is Michael Trevathan. Fourth is Dylan Vose. Fifth, Mark Cohen. Sixth, John Eckert. Eighth, seventh is Chris Etchapar. Eighth is Jeff Wilken. Ninth, Eric Minch. And rounding out the top 10 is Jeff Schmidt. In 11th was Austin Marion. 12th was Robert Hill Jr. Tyler Cox putting his car behind the wall, comes home in 13th. Stephen Parks comes home in 14th. And Cody McCorkle, last car running, rounds up your field of 15 cars. Well, that is going to do it here tonight. Moving on to tomorrow, we are going to be back here with the Major League Esports guys as they bring the Catalyst Event Series in the K&N cars to the track. They're definitely going to be interested to see how they can handle it around this 1.5 mile demon. But other than that, all that's left for me to say here tonight before we go away is keep it clean, keep it green, and we will see you tomorrow night for Major League Esports live from Kentucky on Bofa Broadcasting. See you then.